Hi, this is Anne, or as they say in Dutch, and I am back with day 6 of my advent calendar project. So it is Sunday evening right now, a bit later than I thought it would be. I came home a bit later than I thought I would, and so now it is 6 p.m.-ish on a Sunday evening, and I am catching up on my advent calendar project. So I have my two number 6 boxes here. This with the tip tool or inside, and this with the chocolate. As per usual, we're gonna start with this one. So I'm gonna open it up. And I said this morning, this one is easy to open up. And now I find myself struggling to open it, but there we go. This morning, I filmed another of these advent calendar videos. That's why I'm referring to this morning. So this is what is on the paper. You will not be able to read it. I realize that this is the mirror view. So what this is saying is hashtag delight in the day-to-day, and the text underneath is delight in the day-to-day. And this is something that I do every single day, and it really comes natural to me when I'm in the car and I see blue sky and clouds. I'm delighting in that moment, and I am getting excited about the clouds. When I am tasting these chocolates, I delight in these chocolates. I see my flowers in the background. That's something that I delight in every single day. Whenever I see them, I have flowers, fresh flowers, 24/7. Every 2 weeks, I get a fresh bouquet of flowers, and still after all these years, I enjoy every bouquet of flowers as much as I did the first time. Similarly, like I have this lamp here. This is a new addition. It's not its final place. It's just here for now. And it's like this very, how should I say? It's like this long string, and I can put it the way I want to put it here for now. And as I said, not its final place, but I'm delighting in it every time that I see it, every time that I turn it on, I delight in it. Every time that I look at myself and I see the background, I delight in it. And it's something that is so natural to me right now, but back in the day, it wasn't natural at all. And I really had to put in the intentional effort of delighting in all these small day-to-day, daily, mundane things. And the way that I created that habit is by first noticing it and then by raving about it. I noticed that if I would just notice and say like, oh yeah, chocolate, I would move on pretty quickly. But if I would then really taste the chocolate, and the way I'm doing now, I'm trying to figure out what's in there, then I would really be delighting in that moment. When I make a cappuccino or coffee in the morning, I delight in the smell, and I delight in how warm it feels when I hold the cup of coffee. And it's by raving about it and noticing all these small intricate details that you really sink into that feeling of delight. If it's just like, oh yeah, flowers, then it will not create that feeling of delight. And we are not looking for you to notice things, we are looking for you to delight in what you notice. And so the first thing is seeing the flowers and then start raving about the flowers, or seeing the lamp and start raving about the lamp. And it can be really very small, intricate details that you notice about the flowers, the colors, the smells, the way that the bouquet is structured. All these small things, you can say them to yourself. And by doing this, you'll gradually get into the habit of noticing, but not just noticing, but also delighting in all these small day-to-day things. And you can really use your 5 senses. What do you smell? What do you see? What do you feel? What do you taste? And what do you hear? Like really sink into 1, 2, 3 or more of your 5 senses to describe the thing, the daily, mundane, day-to-day thing that you notice and that you see. Like with the coffee, for example, I described the warmth of the cup of coffee against my hands. That's the touch. I talked about the smell. I can also taste it and really like take that first sip of coffee and like really taste the coffee. And that's delighting in the day-to-day. And it doesn't need to take long. It will just take 1 minute at max, just you noticing and just naming 1, 2, 3 little details and sinking into that feeling of delight. So I really encourage you to play around with this. And you can do it right now. As you're watching this video, you can put pause, or when you reach the end of the video, if you want to see me taste the chocolate first, if you reach the end of the video, then you can say like, hey, I'm just going to pick one mundane thing that I'm seeing right now. Maybe you are drinking a cup of coffee, or maybe you have some flowers in the room that you are in right now. Maybe there's some other little thing that you can notice. Another thing, for example, is something that I'm wearing every single day. I am wearing these rings for quite a while now. I am always coming back to these rings because they have little words on them that are meaningful to me. This is always the same one. Here I can switch out the words. And every day, even though I've been wearing them for a couple of years now, I still delight in them. Every time that I put them on, I notice a little word, and I remind myself like, hey, I had this made really for me, they are custom made for me, and I love the word that I wrote on there, and it's also a little reminder of the word itself. And I take really delight in it. Same with my nails, for example, with my nail art. Every time that I see my nails, I really delight in the colors or the design or the fact that I'm doing this nail art thing, even though it's not the thing that you notice in lots of corporate environments. This is rather the exception than the rule. So yeah, just notice something really mundane, really day-to-day, not something special, not a one-off event that wows you, but really something day-to-day, something mundane. And then just take a moment to notice and unravel it in 1, 2, 3 small little details. And you can use your 5 senses to come up with a couple of these details. And then sink into, as you do that, that will help you to sink into that feeling of joy, of delight, of that small pleasure, that small delight, that small joy. And when you do that every day, just once, then you'll gradually get into the habit of delighting in the day-to-day. And it's such a little but powerful energy booster. So I really recommend you doing that and experimenting with that. And if you do so, send me a message and let me know how it goes. Also, if questions pop up or challenges pop up, let me know as well. And you can also share your experience in the comments if you would feel inclined to do so. Now I am going to delight in my little chocolate. So I'm going to open this box. I am untying this little knot here. Boom, done. First one done. And now there's a second one that I have to untie. There we go. Yeah, done. A little chocolate in here. I'm as curious as you are. It's a square one with a red line. So I'm gonna taste it. I love the dark chocolate taste here. I love, 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 love dark chocolate, and it really comes through beautifully here, the dark chocolate. There's another thingy in there. Is it cherries? Could be something like that. Or raspberries. There's some fruitiness in there, but I cannot put my finger on it. But it tastes really, really nice. So I'm gonna look up the name of the chocolate and the key ingredients as well, and I'll let you know. It was a delightful moment. I really, really love this chocolate. Really dark chocolatey. That's the word I'm inventing, I guess. A taste of dark chocolate. And then something fruity in there. I wonder if it's strawberries. If you see the if you see the video shaking, that's because behind the camera I have a cameraman today, and he is nibbling one of my lights right now, and his name is Dexter. Yeah, so all right, that was it for this video. We did day 6 of the calendar, and right after this one, I'm gonna catch up with day 7. So see you in the next video.